Hi Kim, hi Ryan. Hi Kim and Angel. Hi Angela and Isabella. Hi Jess. I miss you all. Let me know if you guys can't hear me. I have the AC turned on. It got so hot in our house, so I'm like, before it sweated out, we need to turn the air on. So if you guys can't hear me, let me know. I'll talk louder or I will shut the air off. Hi Nicole in Brooklyn. Miss you, Brooklyn. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hi Amy and Nevaeh. I miss you all. I feel like I haven't done a tumbling video in a while, so I'm super excited. We are going to be focusing on layouts today. I have a super short, hi Diana and Becky and Christy, maybe, I don't know who is watching. I posted a super short layout, kind of like drill video on our son's YouTube channel. I think it's only like a minute long. So I'm going to be going over the same drills as that, but I'm going to be really talking about just what to expect with them, what you need to focus on, how to do it correctly, how to do it incorrectly, or how you shouldn't do it, things like that. If you guys have questions at any point, sorry, pause, my roommate just walked in with ice cream. We have been hearing the ice cream truck for the past like half an hour now, and we have not figured out where it's coming from. So we've been literally running back and forth, inside and outside, trying to figure out where it's coming from, but we just got ice cream. So I know what I'll be doing after this video. Hi Evie, how's it going? So yeah, if you guys ever have any like questions or anything like that about what I'm doing, unfortunately the one glare that is in my house is right where I have to do one little part of the drill. So if you guys can't see any part of that, then I'll really try and make sure to explain it thoroughly and stuff like that. But I think we should be good. Hi Raina, how's it going? If I'm checking my time a lot, I just want to make sure that I'm following a little bit of my lesson plan. So I'm going to give it like 1 or 2 more minutes to see if anybody else wants to join, and then I'll go ahead and get started. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Chelsea Landry, and I'm from the New Mexico location. I love tumbling. It's my favorite thing ever. Obviously besides coaching cheerleading, but tumbling is like my passion. I love trying to find drills for people and just things like that. So if you ever need help with anything at home, tumbling workouts or anything like that, you can always direct message me or just figure out a way to get into contact with me, and I will make sure to help you out. But yeah, if you just joined today, we're going to be going over layout drills. I have 4 of them that I'm going to be going over today. I have more, but obviously I am only limited on a little bit of time. So, hi Elizabeth. So I will get through all of them, and like I said, I'll leave like 5 or so minutes at the end if you guys have any questions or anything like that. Or if you need me to like repeat a drill. But what I'm going to do is I'll explain the drill a little bit, I'll do the drill, I'll kind of talk about it a little bit more, and then I'm going to do the drill one more time in case you missed it. Okay, so for the first drill, with Nevaeh, with layouts, what I see most often is athletes not holding their layout position. Either they're not actually getting into the correct layout position, and if you see Brooklyn, love you. Either they're not getting into the right layout position, or they are, but then they're not able to finish it. So these drills will hopefully help you understand how to hold a layout position correctly, how to hold it throughout the whole skill. It'll teach you to actually set before going into your layout, and just really, hopefully, just furthering your understanding of how to do a layout, making sure that it's not piking, making sure that you're not whipping. I see that a lot, so hopefully this will help you be able to kind of differentiate and know exactly what to do and what not to do. So first row is called a tuck open candlestick. Maybe you guys have seen it before, maybe you haven't. This is going to really work on setting before your layout, because you're going to actually have to get your arms up. You're going to have to hear a sound before you actually open up into your layout, and then it's going to actually work on the hip drive to get into the layout. So I'm going to show you, and I'll talk about it a little bit, and then I'll show you again, and if you have questions, you can ask me. If you didn't see or didn't hear, just let me know, and I will do my best to accommodate for that, okay? So drill number 1, tuck open candlestick, and then I'll explain. Alrighty, so the sun is doing weird things in my house. Hopefully you guys can see that. What you need to focus on is taking that in 2 different parts. Number 1, you are in your tucked candlestick with your arms up by your ears. You want to physically hit the ground so hard that you hear it. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to kind of train your brain a little bit to hit for the set before actually going for the rotation. So I always think of my layouts as a set and then a rotation, a 1, 2. So that's how this drill goes. You're going to go from that tucked candlestick, hitting the ground behind you, arms are up. That's 1. And then for 2, you're going to pop those shins up, squeezing your butt, lifting your hips, and then you're going to snap your hands to your thighs. And that is going to be step 2. Okay, so what that is going to do, it's going to train you to get your arms up, out of the back hamstring or whatever you're doing beforehand, before you actually lift your hips. Okay, so that's going to give you enough height, that's going to give you a really good set in order to be able to get that rotation around and get to that layout position without feeling the need to pike it down at the end or anything like that. So that is the tuck open candlestick. I'll do it one more time for you guys if you didn't see it or anything like that. And like I said, if you have any questions throughout, just let me know, and I will make sure that I get those answered for you no matter what. Okay, so I'll do it one more time and then I'll move on. You want to make sure that you're getting into a really good candlestick. I actually warmed it up earlier and I went a little bit too hard and I flipped over. So it is a lot of body control too. You don't want to go super, super hard because you're going to end up flipping, and at that point that's not what this drill is for. Okay, so that was drill number 1. Sorry. Tuck open candlestick. I will go on to drill number 2. What this is going to be is, I call it just an elevated hip drive. That is really, really, really important in your layout. That's something that I see a lot of athletes unfortunately lack in, is they're maybe timid or they're a little bit nervous to truly lift their hips and squeeze their butts as tight as they can. That's what this drill is going to work on, is really focusing on lifting your hips and squeezing your butt and driving with your quads as well. You can make it easier or harder by lowering the height or adding height to this drill. And then after I do the drill, I can let you guys know if you have somebody to help you how to kind of add on to it to really make sure that you get the hip thrive part of it. I don't think my dog would be able to help me with that right now, so yeah. So I won't do that part, but I will explain it for you all. So this row, elevated hip thrive, you're going to need some sort of elevated surface. I'm using just the armrest of my couch. Again, kind of a blind spot, but hopefully you guys will get the gist of it, and if not, let me know and I'll find a new spot for you. Okay. Alrighty, like this. So hopefully you guys could see that. Hopefully you guys could see that. You're gonna make sure that your arms are up and your shoulders are shrugged to your ears. Toes are pointed, legs are straight up onto that elevated surface. When you're ready to go for it, you want to drive through those hips and squeeze your butt while getting your arms to your thighs as quickly as possible. The harder of a sound you hear with your thighs, the better. Just be super aggressive. If you want to add like a weight to it, like a dumbbell or something, you can put it on like this part, like your hip area, to make that harder. If you have somebody with you, what you can do is after you pop up into that final position with your hips lifted, if you just have somebody else come around and grab your ankles and just slowly lift them up so that you end up in a full-on candlestick position, that's going to make it so that you guys have to really focus on lifting your hips as you're rotating, rather than just lifting them in the beginning and then having to type over. So if you have somebody to do that for you, just have them, like I said, grab at the ankles, and then just slowly start lifting. You keep your hips lifted and your butt tight and just rock hard as much as you can, and you should be good to go with that one. So I'll do that one more time for you guys, and then I'll move on to drill number 3. Alrighty, that was the elevated hip drive. Like I said, make it easier by lowering the surface, or make it harder by raising it, whatever kind of fits your needs. Drill number 3, I actually use the couch as well as a foam roller. If you guys don't have a foam roller, you can roll up like a couple of like shirts or like a couple of like sweatshirts or anything to kind of make like a large like wad, just so that you can rest your lower back onto. Then that is going to really help with that drill. If you can't figure out what to use for this drill, if you truly like you can't figure out how to make it work without a foam roller, then let me know in either the comments or direct message me, and I will figure out a way to accommodate that for you. This, in my opinion, is the toughest drill, just because you're really, really forced to go from a super lifted position from your hips to having to pull your toes up into your candlestick. So it's going to really work on your core. I know it really works out for me. So the good workout, your goal in this is to try and hold that tight layout position or hollow body position as much as you can. even when I do it, it's not going to be perfect. You probably are going to see me lose my shape a little bit, but I'm trying my hardest just to go from my hips being lifted to having to get my feet to meet up with those hips. So just try your best, and then like I said, if you can't figure out how to do it in your area, then let me know and I'll help you with that. So foam roller and then something to hold on to. I'm using the couch. You can grab somebody's ankles or anything that's really sturdy. Anything like that will do. So I'll do it, I'll explain it, and then I'll do it one more time. Okay. So, that one will get you. Make sure you breathe. I didn't, so here I am. That one is a really, really good one for truly having to keep your hips lifted as you're pulling your toes over. I see a lot of times as athletes are trying to pull their toes over them, they're leaving their butt and their hips behind. And that's when you get that peg position. So that's what this drill is really going to help with. It's also going to really help with holding your layout position the whole time and not losing it, and getting to that layout position as quickly as possible. It's also just a really good workout. So like I said, if you've watched any of my other videos, even if you're not working this specific skill, you can at least do these drills, because at that point, once you do get to working the skill, at least you're going to have the body awareness of these drills. These are all super, super basic drills, so whether you are actually working layouts or if you're working cartwheels, do all of these drills that I do in my videos, and it's just going to get you more body awareness, more body control. It's going to break the skill down for you so that you truly have that understanding physically and mentally. And at that point, you know that you'll be really comfortable with the skill. So I'll do that one more time for you. And yeah, that one is a really good workout. So I'll breathe this time. I'll remember to breathe. And then I will get on with my last drill for layout, and then I'll get any questions or anything like that. That is the foam roller drill. Oh, hi Kelly. I'm dying over here. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, all right. Drill number 4. This is a tough one too, because you have to really work on holding your hollow hold or your hollow body position or layout position the entire time. So if you don't already know how to do a correct layout or hollow body position, you want to make sure that your lower part of your back is going to be pushed into the ground. Your shoulders are going to be pulled in front a little bit. Hands can either be right in front. I prefer it arms by your ears, because then at that point it's more kind of tumbling based. Okay, so this drill is going to be, you're going to have to rock back and forth in a hollow body, and on the third rock, you are going to scoot yourself into that candlestick position while trying not to lose that hollow body shape. Again, if you watch me do it, you're probably going to see me lose my hollow body shape a little bit, but your goal is to obviously not, and to hold it as long as you can, lifting your toes as high up above your body as you can, driving your hips, all of that fun stuff. So I will show it to you, I'll explain more, and then I will do it one more time, and then I'll get some questions. Okay. If that was not a good positioning and you couldn't see the whole thing or anything like that, let me know. But yes, so I'm in a hollow body hold. My arms are up, shoulders are shrugged up to my ears. I'm going to be looking at the tips of my toes the whole time. That will really make sure that you're not throwing your head back and you're truly allowing yourself to set before pulling into that rotation. So, like I said, arms up, shoulders shrugged, eyes to your toes. When I'm going from my hollow body into my candlestick, I squeeze my butt as tight as I can. That gives you that extra lift, and that will do that when you are actually tumbling as well. So coming out of your back hamstring, if you can do that number one part like I talked to you about before, the set, then that will truly make sure that you have enough height, you have enough power, you have enough air time to get that rotation around. Okay. I'm going to do that one more time. And then if you guys didn't get to see any drills or anything like that, I should have enough time to actually just like go through all four of the drills just one more time, just back to back to back, so that you can see all four of them. And then obviously this will be saved and posted to this group, and then posted to the YouTube channel as well. Hi Jennifer. So I'll do it one more time, and then if you have any questions, then I will get to that. Hey Vic. Oh. I think those were a little bit, in my opinion, weaker than the first set that I did. The first one, I definitely hiked into my candlestick a little bit, so could have been a little bit more aggressive lifting my hips. But yeah, hopefully you guys get the gist of that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to wait maybe I don't know, 15 seconds, maybe enough time for you to type one out real quick. And then if not, then I will super quickly go through each of those drills one more time in case you joined late. Yeah, maybe. What do you think I'm doing? Oh. I will also show you guys one more thing. I have a new puppy. It's not mine. He is my roommate. His name is Jack. He's super cute. Yes, I am one of those who contributed to getting a dog during social distancing and quarantine. I am that person. So, I wanted to make the time today to introduce you to the newest member of my family, because for those of you that are in the gym all the time, you know that that's all I talk about, is my dog and my cat. And now it'll be dog, solo. So, alright, I'm going to do all 4 drills one more time super quickly, and then I will let you guys continue on with the rest of your day. So, drill number 1, tuck open candlestick. This is going to get you guys to work on setting and driving your hips. Oh, thanks, Rick. I love you too. Alright, tuck, open, candlestick. Drill number 2, the elevated hip drive. You're going to need some sort of elevated surface. This is going to hip chest. This is going to get you guys to work on, again, the set and the hip drive. And then, again, you can make that one easier by lowering the surface, or harder by raising it. You can add on to that drill by having a friend grab your ankles and continue to lift them up until you're in that candlestick position. So that is the elevated hip drive. Drill number 3 is our foam roller drill, or a wad of sweatshirts or something like that. If you don't know, let me know and I'll help you with that. And then something to hold on to, ankles, couch, anything like that. This is going to work on the hip drive and holding the layout position all the way through. And that's the hard one. That's the hard one, yes. Drill number 4, last one, hollow body rock into candlestick. That is going to, again, focus on holding your layout position the whole time. And those are the 4 layout drills that I normally would pretty much go to begin with if we were at the gym. Another one is really good if you have like a bed to jump onto too. You can do kind of like a jump to your back and land in a candlestick. If you guys really want to see that, then let me know and I'll practice that so that it actually looks good enough to send. Hi, Kelly. Alrighty, well, doesn't look like we have any questions. I'm super hot and sweaty. It's been almost exactly 30 minutes, so I'm going to let you guys go. Again, if you have any questions, always just find a way to reach out to me. But other than that, yeah, I love you guys. I miss you all. I hope that you guys are doing awesome, and I cannot wait to not only get back into the gym, but I cannot wait until we get to that time where we can actually hug. Because I just want to hug you all. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a really good night, and you will see me next week, same day, same time. I'm still deciding exactly what tumbling drills to put out there. I may do full drills or something like that, but if I get a lot of requests or anything, then, like I said, I'll always try and find a way to accommodate for you. Alrighty, again, have a wonderful night, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.